To politics, look at this, listen to this. Every 30 minutes a Christian is killed in the Middle East, I believe because they're a Christian. California Republican Dana Rohrabacher is trying to save them. He has a bill before Congress. It's called the Save Christians from Genocide bill. And he joins us now. Congressman, we're all very much in favor of this bill, and frankly, we're astonished that it's taken so long to come before the American people. I mean, virtually no Christians are coming here, but they're being slaughtered in the Middle East. Tell us, when are we going to get some action on this thing?
Well, I've been working on this legislation for a number of months now, and it's disheartening that even through the Republican Congress, we've been unable, and especially through the Obama administration, I might add, to get through legislation that specifically addresses a genocide, a mass slaughter of Christians that's going on in the Middle East. My bill basically would say that in 5 of the countries where this slaughter is the worst, that when it comes to any refugee status or immigration status, that the Christians who have been targeted, and I might add Yazidis, who are a Muslim sect, those people who have been targeted for genocide get preferential treatment to come here under a visa or under refugee status.
Yeah.
But the administration and even some of my colleagues in the Republican Party say, oh, we can't designate a specific religion. Well, sure you can, because the terrorists have designated it and are slaughtering them. They've already been designated. I'm appalled by the lack of progress as well.
Look, it's not a religious test. It's a test of, is there genocide being carried out against you? And if that's the case, you're in. I mean, look, it seems to us that President Obama tilts. He tilts towards Muslims. Now, that's a strong statement. Would you agree with it?
Yes, I do. Here he is. We brought in 10,000 people from Syria already. Only 53 of them were Christian, yet the Christians in Syria are the ones who basically have been targeted for genocide and are being slaughtered specifically for their faith. Not because they're on one side of the politics or another, but because they are Christians. That is outrageous, and the administration, of course, brings in 10,000 people and only 53 of them are Christians.
I've been called an Islamophobe because I bring this up. Have they been calling you names too?
Oh, they certainly are. And what's disheartening, like I say, I think the answer here is anybody who's listening to us, who's outraged by this, who would, you have to understand, these are the same, if you follow the same logic, we'd have sent all the Jews back to Hitler during World War II. Because, after all, we can't discriminate against people or for people by their religion, even though the Jews were being targeted for slaughter then. But I don't understand anybody who can make that argument, and that's what they're making. But even some of the people on the Republican side, but we need to get this bill on the floor for a vote and put people on record as to whether or not we're going to stand up. It's H.R. 4017. Paul Ryan even has not permitted it, has not put his emphasis behind it so it can get on the floor. Bob Goodlatte. Instead, we have 2 pieces of legislation that will not do the job. Okay. One of the legislations that's offered as the alternative, pardon me for speaking too long here, says, well, any religion where it is a minority religion and attacked by a majority religion, they'll have preference. But if you don't, that means the Shiites who are a minority in Sunni areas will come, and the Sunnis who are Shia minorities in the Shiites areas will come.
We're with you.
And we'll get nothing.
We're with you, Congressman Rohrabacher, and we want you to come back and tell us what happens to your bill. We appreciate it. Thanks very much, Congressman.
Well, thank you so much.
Yes, sir. All right.